Hey everybody, it's Queen of Light 1111. Hope you guys are all doing well. So today I wanted to do a reading about the end of Mercury retrograde. We know that Mercury retrograde is ending today on the 18th. And then we go into a little bit of a shadow period before we're completely, out of the woods here, okay? So today's reading is all about what is going to potentially shift for masculine, feminine, the connection, and any sort of karmic cycles or any other, interferences that had kind of delayed the connection between masculine and feminine. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the bottom of the deck. And if you guys want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, then go to queenoflight1111.com. Now, the bottom of the deck for masculine, feminine, and their connection is unconditional love and change, the Wheel of Fortune. And remember, I asked the question, I said, all right, what is going to potentially shift for masculine and feminine as related to each other and then in their connection? Well, look, ultimate love, unconditional love. This is the ultimate lesson all of us have to learn, is how to love unconditionally, but not just others, ourselves too, okay? So in life, we've got a choice between unconditional love and conditional love. Unconditional love is to love without judgment, obviously, right? Without conditions, expectations, and demands. Isn't that what I have been teaching here on this channel, which is about, look, if you have this love for this person, have love for yourself first. And in that, in your self-preservation, in your healing, is like, look, don't have expectations or demands of this other person, right? Stand in your peace, stand in this love for yourself, love yourself first. And so it's from that love that is pure, right? It's from that love that you can, be in a state of forgiveness and compassion. When you're in conditional love, you're like, he needs to be this way. She needs to be this way. You need to do that. Is he ever going to do that? Is he ever going to come with an offer? Is he ever going to, call me or send me a message? That's a condition. That's a condition. I'm only going to, not get mad at you if you reach out to me. I'm only going to, you only need to do this and you need to do that. No, that's conditional love. Love is given and received freely. But when you have conditions of the love, right? And those love conditions are not being met, then there's fear and distrust and doubt. So masculine and feminine, what's going to shift is they're really going to come into this energy of unconditional love, and that is going to bring in this change. Wheel of Fortune. When this card comes out, this is all about shifting for the better. When you think about the wheel, right, in the traditional tarot, it's this energy where, that karmic flies off the wheel, the karmic lesson, the karmic cycle flies out off the wheel. So this symbol here in this deck, this is the, what deck is this? Osho Zen. This is about the wheel that represents time and fate and karma, okay? This is the energy where, things are going to shift, right? Things that have been stuck are finally going to move, are going to shift. There's going to be change. So it does feel like a shift. Change, as it says, is occurring for masculine, feminine, the connection. So what is the shift and change for feminine? Well, there has been this energy of stress and anxiety and fear, right? Maybe she's been like, oh my God, is he ever going to text me? Is he ever going to call? But guess what? She's released that, hanged man. She's released that. She's in this energy where she stands in her competence. And she's like, you know what? I'm just going to expect the unexpected. Just whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I'm releasing my ego. I'm releasing my force. I'm releasing expectations. So this energy of unconditional love, didn't I just say that when I channeled this message of unconditional love? Unconditional love doesn't have expectations. When you have expectations towards an outcome, towards something, you're actually in this energy of fear and distress. And that's exactly what you've been in for a while. But guess what? You have released it, allowing change to come. You're standing in your confidence. You're standing in this energy of finally cracking the code of unconditional love. And now you're like, you know what? I'm releasing the ego. I'm releasing the ego. I'm changed. I'm allowing change to come in. I'm allowing the universe to bring in what the universe needs to bring in. And this stress, anxiety, and fear, I'm letting go because I learned my lesson. Learn my lesson. So let's go ahead and channel Divine Feminine's messages. So Divine Feminine's energy as related to her masculine, what's shifting for her after retrograde? Emotions. Emotions. So didn't we see Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck, right? That's the energy of distorted emotion. What's shifting for her is she's coming into this energy where she's releasing this suppressed emotional state in a positive and constructive way. She's releasing any emotions towards her masculine that were held in fear and distrust and doubt. And she is in this energy where, you know, she is a leader of her emotions. And frankly, she's in this energy where she knows, hey, the masculine's either going to offer conversation, he's going to speak his truth, or he's not. But I'm giving it to the universe. I'm going to give it to the universe. The universe is going to align things. But I'm going to master my own emotions. I'm going to resist these unpleasant emotions of fear, of anxiety. I'm not going to ignore them and suppress them anymore. But when I feel them coming, I know that I know better. I know that I know better. I know that I can't be having a tight grip on an expectation. I just need to flow. And so she's in this energy of her sacral chakra where she's allowing emotional vulnerability, because she's finally in this energy of mastery of her emotions. And she requires mastery from her masculine, but she doesn't necessarily expect him to bring it in. It's like, if you're going to bring something in, then hey, it's got to be in alignment with me. But she's not expecting communication. She's not expecting an offer. She's not expecting these things. She's saying, she's feeling like, hey, if you're going to come to me, which I'm not expecting, but should you come in someday, somehow, I expect authenticity because I'm in my authenticity. And so there's this energy of success. Finally, she feels this victory. She's sitting in her own abundance. She's in her own confidence. And she's like, you know what, masculine? If something's off, I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to research it. I'm not going to stalk you on social media. If something's off, I'm going to let spirit unfold things. I'm going to continue to grow. I'm going to continue to expand. I'm going to continue to be in my confidence and in my independence. I already have my own pentacle. I don't need you to bring it to me. They also feel like the things going to shift for Divine Feminine is, you know, whatever she's working on right now, that through this separation with masculine, project, whatever, it's going to be extremely abundant for her. Why? Because she is releasing the energy of stress and anxiety and fear. She knows it doesn't serve her. She's learned her lessons. She's operating in unconditional love. All she's saying is, if anyone comes into my life, masculine, friend, family, I expect authenticity. That's it. Like, that's that energy of, if you're going to be in my life, then I would want you to come into my life in an authentic manner. Okay, that is just saying that is her truth. That is how she stands in her journey, and that's how she wants to align. She's not saying he better come in by February 14th and bring me an offer and blah, blah, blah. No, she's just saying, hey, look, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But if a friend, a family member, a romantic relationship, anyone, if they decide to join me on my spiritual journey here, then I just would appreciate emotional mastery and this energy of authenticity, speaking your truth. Don't try to fool me with any lies. She's done sitting in those fears, because guess what? She's already in her own victory. She already has her own success. She's the Queen of Pentacles. She's confident. She's independent. She has it all. She doesn't lack anything. But something doesn't feel right for her. She's pulling back. She's pulling back. She's not giving up her peace. So what is masculine's energy? What is Divine Masculine's energy towards his feminine as far as what's going to shift for him? Well, look at this big shift. Tower, Four Swords, the Pioneer, and the Sun, Divine Masculine. I love this for him. I love this for him, because what we're really seeing here for divine masculine is that he has had this rude awakening through Mercury retrograde about who loves him unconditionally, who does he love unconditionally, and it has created change. And so what's going to shift for him? He's really healing. He's been healing from these lessons that came in through this retrograde period, whether it was the karmic lesson, whether it was someone returning from his past. He's starting to truly understand that he has to love himself fully and unconditionally, and have compassion and have forgiveness for himself first, and then he can be in a true love with someone outside of him. He's really learning that, like in a forceful way. Tower card, the divine came in and really brought him a tough lesson. And so he's healing. He's been healing in that lesson during this retrograde. And now what's shifting? He's ready to be bold. He's ready to move forward. He's ready to move towards his destination with feminine and rise up as divine masculine. Cannot make this up, people. Cannot make this up. So what is masculine's energy? What's shifting for masculine now with this Mercury retrograde? Look at this. Surrender. So when this card comes out, obviously surrender means that it's time to let things go. Let go of what was. Have faith in what will be, right? So he's really being guided to surrender. He was holding on too tightly to people, situations, things, an ideology, a philosophy, pain, sadness, regret. It's time for him to let go. It's time for him to let go of this perpetual state of being at the crossroads, planning, and doing nothing, being patient, and doing nothing. Planning is strategy, and doing nothing. Look at this, Jupiter. I feel like Jupiter is going direct too, by the way. And by the way, this is 3 and 7, it's 10. So it just feels like Spirit is saying that as far as divine masculine is concerned, what is going to shift for him after this Mercury retrograde is he's finally going to surrender this massive planning. I'm going to do this. I want to do this. I'm going to wait for the right time. I'm going to blah, 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 blah. And just all that happens is delay. I want to be in reconciliation, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know what strategy to use. I don't know. Finally, turning point, stable changes towards his destiny. He's finally going to get off of the crossroads where he's been with his feminine for a very, very long time. And he's going to take a leap of faith. There's no amount of planning that can, dictate how things are going to go. He just has to take the leap of faith. He's got to trust that the universe is going to continue to guide him and lead him, that he's gone through enough lessons, that he has the courage to take this leap of faith. There's so much sadness and regret, and that's why he was sitting here at the crossroads. But now he's just like, I need to communicate. I need to alleviate not only my own suffering, but any suffering my feminine may have even had, because I've isolated her for so long. I've been in separation with her for so long. So it just feels like the change is victory and success for feminine, because she realizes that she doesn't lack anything. And massive, massive change for masculine, which is, look, he got the 2 of Wands 2 times in both spreads. He's no longer going to sit there in his victimization at the crossroads, isolating himself. No. He's going to take a leap of faith and start a new cycle with his divine feminine. You can't make it up. Now, for my members, levels 1, 2, and 3, we will look at what is shifting in the connection and what's shifting with karmics, third parties, or other energies that perhaps were getting in the way of masculine and feminine's connection. I told you guys this already in the last reading that I did, was that when we have union energies or anything to do with the connection, I'm not going to share that broadly right now. Not right now, until things feel a lot better to me collectively. Okay, so level 1, 2, and 3 members for the Queen of Light 1111 channel, join me over at the community tab for the members only reading. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.